Hi everyone, this is Aishwarya Sandeep and welcome to another episode of A Journey to a Wonder Mom. Today we'll be talking to Kishori Bekal, and before that, before I invite her for this session, I would like to know how were your Diwali holidays. This time the Diwali festival was entirely different. It was not how it used to be for so many years, where we could just freely go around and we could freely shop, and everything was available. This time we had to kind of manage with whatever we had. But one more plus point of this year's Diwali was we also cut down on a lot of ready-made items, because till now it was like कि यार चलो कुछ भी चाहिए दुकान में जाके ले लो. But this time, due to the lockdown, we had to think twice, and therefore we ended up making all the sweets at home, which we hadn't done in a lot of years. So yeah, that is one thing that was extremely different for me compared to other years. But Diwali was indeed special for me. I mean, Diwali is a special festival for everyone. So I'll just invite our guest for today, Kishori. Yeah, I've already sent her the invite. She should be here with us in any moment. So, would you all like to tell me what was something different that you tried this Diwali? Probably, what sweets you made, or maybe what rangoli you made, or something like that. Because after a lot of time, I mean, after I think almost 10 years or so, we actually made homemade sweets. We didn't make it for so many years because there was nobody to eat, and now as my kids are little grown up, even I could spare some time and participate in all that. So yeah, and our online classes have resumed, which also means there's a lot of stress for us parents, because we have to we have to be behind our kids and then force them to sit down in one place. And with this huge vacation, it's again back to ground zero. Our condition is the same as it was in the month of June, where we have to force them, okay, sit down, you have to read, you have to write, you have to pay attention to the teacher. It's been very difficult once again, and fighting the battle again from ground zero. So I'm just waiting for a guest today to join us. I've already sent her an invite. She should be here with us in a few moments. And interestingly, we'll also ask our guest, that is Kishori, today on how we can raise little readers, and how we could engage children in reading, because I'm sure a lot of moms have got the same question on how to make studies easier for our children. Right, and if you do have any queries that you would like to ask Kishori, just type it down in the comment section. I'll definitely make it a point that I talk to her, or I just cover up the same in my interview. So how have you moms being or moms and dads being patient with your kids? Because I've been losing my patience a lot with my son. He doesn't sit in one place. It's very difficult to make them understand the importance of studies, especially given in the lockdown scenario. Okay, yeah, hi, we do have Kishori here. I'll just try to add her. Okay, so let the countdown begin. We have our today Kishori Bekal.
Hi, Aishwarya.
How are you?
Can you hear me? I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this has been the most popular question this year. Can you hear me? Because every video call, every live session, this is one of the most commonly asked session question. So Kishori, just tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I run a library called Little One Book Hub where we give book for read, like a read and return kind of thing. You read it, keep it for 1 month
Okay.
and return it, and get the next set of the books. Works like that.
Oh, that's really interesting. So, are these books available all over India, or in which city is it
Not
available?
all. We deliver it in Bangalore, only
You
within 10-kilometer radius of Banaswadi.
Okay, within 10-kilometer radius of Banaswadi. Yeah, that's very interesting because I'm sure we have a lot of audience also from Bangalore. Kishori, just a moment. There's some your voice is cracking, so if you could just keep the mic closer. Are you using a headphone?
No, not exactly.
Okay, yeah, this is better. This is much better. Yeah. So, can you tell us more about your venture? That is, what kind of books do you rent, and what is your age group, target audience?
Okay. We give books all kind of books we have for 0 to 14 years age group. So from starting, we have touch and feel book for babies and puppet books where you can show the puppet and you can explain the story. And we have picture books, broad books, and phonics books for the young readers, and other picture books and chapter books as well.
That's a very interesting thing because these days reading books is becoming like a long forgotten habit. So, Kishori, what are the charges to join?
It's only 15 rupees per book. Like
Oh, it's only
you get yeah, 5 books at once you can take with 15 rupees charge per book.
that's a very interesting concept because in today's world where everything is getting expensive, this is
Yes,
this is a
I
really good
we
venture
should
which is
reach.
promoting reading. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I should. I thought it should reach everyone, so that's why I made it only 15 rupees.
That's very interesting. So, Kishori, what is happening these days is with the online classes, it's getting a bit difficult to convince our children to read. And, because there has been an increased use of mobile phones in our daily lives.
Yes,
So,
yeah,
could you tell us about how we could engage young readers?
yeah. That we should encourage from starting only. When they are babies, then only if you read frequently, like every day, the kid will be
Mm-hmm.
attached to the book.
Okay.
From
Uh,
my own experience, I have a kid of 3 years old. He's not even watching the TV.
Oh, that's really interesting because I have a 6-year-old who's just roaming around me because he wants my phone right now. Yeah,
And parents should support them. Like they should sit with them to read books in the young age. Then only they will get attached to books. Otherwise, even if you try, we won't be able to raise a read.
yeah, that's absolutely true. Even we parents need to sit with them so that they develop an interest to
Yeah, we should
read.
read aloud to them from a young age.
Yeah. So can you tell us? I mean, I have been a voracious reader. I love reading. Can you tell us a bit about benefits of reading to the younger ones? Like you said, your kid is 3 years old and you've already been reading to him, reading out for him. So can you tell us the benefits of reading out or teaching reading to such a young kid? Because we believe kids should learn reading only by the age of 5 or 6. So if you
Yes.
could, yeah.
They will develop listening skill. Basically, when they hear stories, they will develop listening skill. They will develop vocabulary, and they will learn to concentrate on particular thing.
Yeah, that's absolutely true because listening skills are the most essential skill sets that are required not only for kids even for us adults. So, do you read out to your kid in a particular manner or?
Yeah, I read to them every day. We have fixed a timing for reading. So after lunch,
Uh-huh.
we'll sit for reading. It's automatically, if we fix a particular time, they will only remind
Uh-huh.
us. They will take out the
Oh,
book by themselves and they'll come, Mama, it's story time now.
yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure your 3-year-old uh, technically read, but do you explain? I mean, if a book is in English, do you explain it to your kid in your mother tongue,
So
or yeah, do you explain
I read it to him
every
in,
concept?
y- yeah, I explain him. First I'll read it in English, whatever language the book
Haha.
have, and then I
Yeah.
explain it in mother tongue, so they can
Yeah.
understand it better. And describe them pictures also. That's the one picture that they are most interested to. When they will pick the picture of a rabbit, explain them neatly. See, this rabbit is looking at you like that. You have to explain.
Yeah.
So they will be get hooked.
Yeah, that's a really good tip for raising young readers. Um do you follow a particular pattern, like you said that you start reading after lunch and you follow this pattern every day? Any simple tips that you would like to give other parents who would like to teach reading to their children?
Yeah, allow them to select. That's a better option. So if you have a set of books, allow them to read, like select. Whatever they like, we have to read it to them. Maybe the same thing will pick up in next 2 days. Even then, you have to read it to them. If we choose
Okay,
and we
that's
tell them to read, but the thing won't be interesting to them, so they won't sit. So when you allow
yeah.
them to choose, maybe if they like a clever book, read it to them. That's better.
Yeah, because this is one place where I've been making a mistake, because I've been forcing down my choices on my son. Probably that is
Yeah,
the reason why
almost every parents do that.
yeah, we generally end up doing the same. We just force our choices on the children, which is what creates a conflict between parents and children
Yes.
at the end. Yeah. So apart from
Sometimes
this,
good titles also, they will be liking the good titles sometimes. They'll be liking the simple books. It's up to them, their wish. Each kids differ, right? So their tastes also differ.
yeah, that's absolutely true. Each kid is different, so their taste is also different. And I've been trying to force him to read what others read, even though I never did the same. So, Kishori, what is your kid's favorite book, or what is
Their
something that?
My son's favorite book is Pepper. Pepper and Naisha series. He likes too much. And about my daughter, she is 6 year old. She likes Julia Donaldson books, Oliver Jeffler books, like that.
Okay, that's really interesting. So, how did you start your business? I mean, when did you think that I need to start renting out books, or what motivated you to do this?
Yeah, the reason is my daughter. I was searching a book for her and wanted to make her a good reader. So I started searching book in Amazon, Flipkart, and everything. Found it too costly. Ordered few books, but I can't afford every time the same same kind of title with the same cost. So then I thought I should enroll her in a good library. Searched nearby libraries, but didn't find any. To my surprise, there weren't any library within 10 kilometers. Then the library which were far were too costly, which a middle class family couldn't afford. So then I thought I should start one so that other parents can afford it.
Yeah, I think that's a really wonderful effort, because even as I said, reading, going to libraries and everything, these are things that are dying. This is a practice that are dying, because when we grew up, we had libraries where we could, just go and read. And I don't think they were that expensive then, because in Mumbai you have a municipal library where, it's technically free. You can sit free, you just need to show your address proof that you belong to a particular region, and they'll give you the books for free. And whereas if you go for any consulate or foreign libraries, they are like really expensive. It was like a few thousands a few years ago. I'm sure now they have
Yeah,
increased.
in Bangalore the libraries are very costly.
Yeah, in metros the libraries are something that is very costly. And you also do take abacus classes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So can you tell us a bit about abacus, what exactly it is, and how is it helpful for children?
Yeah, abacus training is for 4 to 14 years age group. For smaller kids, we tell it's kids abacus, and for bigger kids of 7 to 14 years age group, we tell it's SMA abacus. So we have levels in each abacus. There are total
Okay.
8 levels. It's a 2 years course, complete course is for 2 years. There we will
Okay.
be teaching them addition, subtraction, everything in abacus, and we will train them in calculate in mind fastly. If you tell a 4 5 digit number to them, like a 45 plus 46 plus 44 plus 49, they will answer it within 20 seconds
Okay.
without a calculator.
So,
So this,
oh, that's really wonderful. So, at what age do you start? You said there are two uh, different sessions. You have a junior and a senior. So, at what age do we start learning abacus?
4 is the right age to start. From 4 till 14, when the brain develops, that time you have to
Uh
start.
huh. Okay.
Like after 14,
That's
it won't be any use.
Yeah, that's true because all these basic mathematics go on till 14, and after that you have the complicated algebra and geometry. So it really may not be
Yes.
that helpful. So do you conduct these classes at your place or do you conduct them online?
Yeah, our place online mode, so anyone can access. Now because of
You
Corona,
have them.
everything become online.
Yeah, so please do leave your link on how we can connect with you online for these classes. Apart from that,
Okay.
would you like to give any tips for new parents who are raising toddlers, whether it's with respect to abacus, whether it's with respect to how we can raise good readers, and how we can spread the awareness amongst children on the importance of reading, like how we can tell the children that how reading is important for them.
Yeah. Spend a time for reading every day. Like not much, 15 to 20 minutes is maximum for kids, smaller kids. They won't sit much. So even if they don't sit, don't bother. Like whenever they stop, if sometime they won't sit for the whole book. They will in the half, they will get up and they will go somewhere. Don't stop. Don't think they are not interested. Gradually, they will develop interest. Some parents will do like they will start reading for kids 2 3 pages they will read. They will tell my kid is not interested, so I can't read. That's not the case. You should not give up hope. That's the main. You should have patience as a parent. So if they sit for 2 pages, read it 2 pages. Next you can continue. From next they will be starting to concentrate on 3 pages, 4 pages. Gradually they will increase their reading span. So don't worry about that. Just start reading.
Yeah, that's a very valuable tip because I gave up on reading. I'm sharing my personal experience. I gave up on reading to my son because he would not sit even for half a page. That is where the whole problem was. So I would just keep the books. I gave him a selection of books, but somehow he was never interested. But one thing that interested him was creating just random stories. So I just started taking his favorite characters from cartoons, and then I just started creating stories out of it. So that is one of
Even
the
the
ways in
same
which
time, the cartoon characters are there in the book, so you can read them cartoon pics
yeah,
like Peppa Pig, most running
yeah,
series in my library. So they will
yeah.
be interested to read those books.
Yeah, that's I'll just try and do that because these books were a bit different. They were gifted by someone, so I just tried using them. Rest all I've been trying to use those numerical books. You get that 1 2 3 4. Those books I just use those objects, and I tried teaching reading to him, but that never happened. Probably he's just not interested, or maybe I need to change my approach with respect to that. Thank you so much, Kishori, for this wonderful session. If you could just mention about your business, if you have a Facebook page, and how people could connect with you, just mention it at just mention it over here, as well as please write it down on in the comment section after the live. If you could
Okay.
just tell us how we could contact you.
Sorry?
if you could just tell the viewers on how they could contact you, like
They
if you'd
can
like to.
contact me through they can contact me through the Facebook page and as well as I'll drop the
Okay.
number. Yeah, they can call me.
Yeah, definitely, sure. Thank you so much, Kishori, for this amazing session. I hope it at least benefited me. It at least the most important takeaway in this session for me was that you need to be more patient with your children, which I'm
Yes.
absolutely, which I'm absolutely not. Uh, and I really hope it helped all our moms and it helped all our viewers. And we also look forward to having more such interesting sessions with you. You can get the contact details of Kishori below in the comment section. She'll be dropping down on how you can contact her. And any Bangalore residents who would like to teach reading to their kids, you can get in touch with Kishori, who gives out books at a very cheap rate, not cheap rate, at a very low rate, and definitely take an initiative to raise young readers in your house. Thank you so much, Kishori.
Thank you, Aishwarya, for
Thank
hosting
you.
this interview.
Yeah, have a nice
And
day.
thank you, Namita. Thank you, Parenting Points and Intro Kitty, for providing me this opportunity.
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Thank